Alright guys, welcome back to an episode of Madden 17, and as you can see, we made the playoffs, baby. It took us 3 seasons, but we finally did it. Playing against the Texans, who's already beat us once this year. We're 9-7, they're 9-7. Before we move on, though, I am going to spend my XP. We did get some awards. We'll go through that if and when I lose, because it's going to happen. My offensive line's not good enough. My defense definitely isn't good enough. So let's see what we can improve here. We're actually going to do... We have 16. Can we do short accuracy all the way up? Short accuracy to 99% maxed out. And then let's do medium accuracy for 3 more. And that'll get us pretty well along the way accuracy-wise. So hopefully not very many incomplete passes. Let's accept that. We're 93 overall before. And 95 after. Should be good. We're looking forward to this game. Playing against the Texans. Let's go. Alright, we tried to run the first play. Obviously didn't go anywhere. I'm going to try to run the second play. And obviously it's not going to go anywhere because it's running in this game. The CPU can't do it if you're playing my player as a quarterback. So now we are restricted to throw the ball from our 5-yard line. And they only give me play action passes. So play action passes it is. Picked it. Well, there you go. I tried to run the ball. We get nowhere. I tried to throw the ball and it's a pick. That's the highlight of my season thus far. And everything that we do on offense. I'll throw it to X because I was hoping I wouldn't get drilled as I threw it. I'm just going to have a good day. I'm just going to play the game as long as we can win. I'm not going to try to run the ball because it obviously doesn't work for us. So we're going to try to throw it. Why not, man? Why not have a fun time at our first playoff game in our career? If we get drops, that's fine. If we get interceptions, that's fine. I'm just excited to be here, man. After the way we started this season, it was no doubt in my mind we would have been here, but we snuck in and barely made it. When I looked, I was second in inches and we got sacked. Like, I dropped back the pass and nobody was open and I took the sack. All I could do, like, I got sacked. I was going to get sacked again. Free shot right at the quarterback. Now, we throw the ball. My only option on the time that I do have from shotgun is to dump it to the running back for a loss of 3 yards. So that's an indication on, like, that. There's nothing I can do about that, man. All I can do is get rid of the ball, not take sacks, and try not to throw interceptions. But that's asking a lot. Defense actually got a turnover. That's like the first time in probably about 3 games. I know for sure they didn't get any last game because they don't know how to do that. We're going to try to draw play. We got positive yards on a run. They don't give me any runs that I want to run. It's like toss plays and pitch plays. Like, what? We don't have enough time to block for a pass. You expect them to run out there and get a block on a defender? I hit Cameron who... Sometimes the logic in this game is ridiculous. Like, that should have been on the money. I threw it to the outside, but somehow threw it behind the guy. He had to stop in his tracks just to catch it. Got drilled again. I threw that ball, but somehow I got hit, which is crazy because I would have said we weren't good for the run because we broke, what, 100 yards maybe 3 times in my career as quarterback? Like, that's saying something. We can't even hit 100 yards and like consecutively in a season. That's ridiculous. It's one of those games where every time I say hut, I'm getting hit unless it's a run play, and that's kind of a surprise because I figured I would be on a run play as well. I didn't even throw the screen. I was like, nobody's going to be there. I'm going to get laid out. Might as well take a chance. You may or may not be surprised, but I think the Texans have a better defensive line than the Bills do, and it's showing. We've only got 3 points. I tried to give them a little help over there with a blocker out in front. Didn't need it. Didn't need it, didn't want it. Do the out route way early. Carew comes down with a huge catch for us. Gets it out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. I mean, the dude plays on offense sometimes. Come on. He's probably got more touchdowns this season than my running backs do since we started playing this game. I'm surprised he turned around for that. I really am. Half the time they don't. I mean, we got plenty of timeouts, so I don't need to no huddle. I'm just going to. Set up. Carew again. Good catch again. Let's no huddle that. Did I get the touchdown to you, man? And I was right. It was a holding. Surprisingly, it wasn't against us. It was against them. That's kind of a shocker. Wow. That play is always money, except for that time. From the 2-yard line, you know how many running plays they gave me? 0. That's right. No running plays at all. Tried to hit Cameron so he'd turn upfield. Sometimes the game amazes me. We get a field goal out of it, so somehow we're still in this game. I just think if we would have had touchdowns instead of field goals there, it would be a tie ball game instead of down by 8. Second and long, what do? Curl routes. All day. And all night. Curl routes for days. Golly. Can I get any kind of protection, man? They haven't even ran their routes yet. We're going to have to do it. I do not trust the running in this game for anything. If my life depended on it, I would not run the ball in this game. Not going to happen. We might have like 80 pass attempts today because we're only throwing it for 3 and 4 yards. But when that's all you can get, that's all you can get. Pointer with a nice first down catch. Caught a break there. We've got 2 breaks today where the ball has hit the defender's hands and they haven't caught it. I'm actually really surprised by that. Just had to throw something, man. Everybody was covered. We'll just take that pick to the house. Like, nothing I can do. Everybody's covered, and I was going to get sacked. Probably should have taken a sack, but all you can do, man. And they resulted in 14 points. That's a huge difference maker in this game already. B, you smoked him off the line. Can you take it to the house, please? Where have you been all game? Where have you been the last, like, 5 games? Where have you been all my life, Pointer? Come on, man. March down the field and score. You're like, man, offense, can't you help us out? Get some points on the board. It's like, can't you play defense, man? How does that even happen? We have 200 yards of offense. That's it. We don't even have 200 yards of offense. We have 190 yards of offense. How? How? That? No luck. Up it off the back of the backfield. There you go, Jay. And then it stopped. Come on, Vitale. You can beat that tight end, that linebacker. But there's my offensive holding. I knew it would come through when I needed it. Not like I'm trying to stay in field goal range to keep this game competitive or anything. Carew, huge catch, and he hangs on to it for the first and goal. We're going to have to say hut and then roll out, because that's about how much time I have to throw the ball. Come on, Cameron. Oh, is that going to be another freaking holding penalty? Come on with the flags, man. So somehow, I was holding on them. We get the touchdown. We keep it. Woof. Not about catching a break, man. That was ours. Come on, you better hit that on the money, Pointer. You were wide open, son. Couldn't have asked to be more wide open on that play. Got off your route quick. Threw it to you right in the money. There's the drop. Don't call for the pass if you're not going to catch it. If it touches your hands, it's a catch. I don't understand what's complicated about that, boys. If it touches your hand, it's a catch. Plain and simple. Like, there should be no debate over that. Especially if you get both hands on it. One hand, I'll give you a little bit of slack. Both hands, for sure a catch. Better be, every time. Another drop. Was that 3 drops and 3 passes? We are on the 1 yard. We're on like the half-inch line. Wow. I would try to run it, but I know for a fact we're not going to gain any yards on the run play. So I'm just going to throw it. Holy crap, Carew, you can catch the ball. That's when I need a first down on a 3rd down or a 2nd down or a 4th down. You can't catch it, but when I throw you slant across the middle on 1st down, you're golden. All right. So just do it away. Maybe Cameron will be open for the first here. Maybe somebody will be open for a big play like X down the sideline. Go. Go, Parker. There are some of the 4 verticals I would love to run, but they're under center. And I know there's not going to be enough time for me to throw it. It's 3rd and 10. We're not in field goal range. I know a sack will definitely not have us in field goal range. That dude was not anywhere near him the whole time. And then all of a sudden he's like, oh, I'm going to glitch with him. I ran by him and he's like, I'm going to glitch with him and stick on his shoulder the entire time. And tip it as a linebacker, of course, with the best hands on the field, with another interception. Do I really have 3 interceptions? I only know of 2. The first one, oh yeah, because they scored off all but this last one. They've got a touchdown off all of them. Nothing like losing your first playoff game, 28-20. I don't know what to tell you, man. I thought we played pretty good. Thought we played outstanding, 28 for 50, which we should have had a lot more completions than that, minus the drops / deflections. 364 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 picks. two to the same linebacker. Were all 3 to the same linebacker? Wouldn't surprise me. Jay, 10 for 22. We just couldn't run the ball because we were losing the whole game. Cameron, 8 for 69. Carew, 7 for 83. Pointer, 5 for 94. With only quote unquote 4 drops. Let's actually check out the defense on that and see how many deflections they have, because that'll be your other tail. Linebacker and corner. Dude's got 2 picks. That's nice. Deflection is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Plus the 4, so was that 13 incomplete passes? 13 drops in my book. That's what I'm going to call them. I don't call them deflections. So that would have made a huge difference in this ball game. That puts that 41 for 50. 100% different game. But once again, offensive line is 0 help. Defense is 0 help. I mean, I kind of screwed us over in the first quarter. I'll give you that with a pick in the end zone. but offensive line not helping me out. We need offensive line help, or I need a new team, because I'm tired of complaining about it. I'm tired of it. I don't want this to happen week in and week out. It's super frustrating, man. 22 rushing yards. Like, why can we not break a 50-yard rushing game? We run the ball quite a bit. I try to run at least 20 times a game whenever I'm not losing the entirety of the game. And we don't get that. We get like 30 yards. Like 20 attempts for 30 yards? Come on, man. Be realistic. 350 passing yards, 16 first downs. We had a lot of first downs. Just 3 turnovers. 6 for 14 on third down. A lot of drops. And 5 penalties killed us. Penalties 100% killed us. Let's get done showing the highlights from the game against the Texans. We are 1 and done, 28-20. We end up losing. Not really much of a surprise to me. The Dolphins are playing like crap when we have no offensive line. But Epic's ready to roll, so let's advance. And like I said, we are done. We have no more games, so it looks like maybe Epic's still going. Let's check out his score, see how he did. And he ends up winning 17-16, scored 14 in the fourth quarter for the win. 26 rushing yards, so he can't run the ball great either unless he's got Gurley, but Gurley's a beast. 38 passing yards, 19 first downs, 3 turnovers as well, but he gets the win. 5 penalty yards, so not much for penalties, which probably was a huge factor in the game. I know it cost us our game, and in multiple weeks. 344 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. Got sacked 6 times, 34 for 52. How you do running the ball? Stubblefield 7 for 22. Phoenix 1 for 4 and a fumble. Receiving 9 for 57, 9 for 87, 7 for 61, and 6 for 95. Dude's just going off, man. He hit a groove at the right time, and he ran with it, whereas we stumbled and fell and could never recover. But it looks like he's got the Cowboys. The next video will be some of like the award stats, our stats at the end of the year, stuff like that. It's not going to have any gameplay footage from me until next season. But once again, I can only do so much, man. I think I'm throwing decent passes for the most part. Some of the interceptions are a little bit ridiculous in my book, but I can only do so much for the team. I can't be all 11 players or 22 players, to be honest with you, because our defense is pretty much non-existent most of the year as well. But that's going to be it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see y'all next time.